school, what's your major, and where are you going to be working?
So I'm currently at UCLA, a senior studying cognitive science, and I'm going to be going full-time back to Okta as a product marketing analyst.
And what do you think was the key for you to break into this role in product marketing?
Yeah, so I was told by my manager and also like everyone on my team that I was just really, really personable. So I do think behaviorals matter a lot. The job is very social, it's very cross-functional. You're going to be working with a lot of people. Being able to like really connect with them, I think is like the crux of like getting into the space.
What do you think is the best question that you've asked in a coffee chat?
Ooh, that's a great question. I obviously really like to know like what brought my interviewer into the space and like what's kept them in the space, especially if they've been like in product marketing for like 8+ years. Like that's a long time for me.
Yeah.
And like if I was to commit myself to something for 8 years, it's like very important for me to know why. Figuring out like what really motivates them is helpful in understanding like what would motivate me and if that would motivate me in the same sense.
What do you think is the worst piece of advice that you received though with recruitment?
Is to like not cast your net wide and like to really only hone in on things that you really like. I feel like a lot of people like really pigeonhole themselves like early on into like a specific role at a specific industry versus I was just kind of applying to everything under the sun and just seeing kind of like what stuck. And I feel like that was really helpful in me figuring out like the role I like, the industries I like. So overall, like just casting your net wide is something that I think is super important and not committing yourself to something so niche that like there's no way out. You want it to change later on.
That is true. What is your biggest recruitment hot take?
Ooh, I feel like for tech, specifically when you're applying at these big tech companies, like referrals don't matter. If you're applying to a job like at Google or any FANG company where there's like hundreds and thousands of applicants, I feel like it's more worth to get your application in as strong as possible, as fast as possible. Timeliness is more important than referral, at least for big tech companies, unless you have some crazy nepo. Like,
Do you think the market is really as cooked as people say or no?
like yes and no. Like I do understand well people coming from when there's like put your mind to it, like anything's possible, but it is like kind of like a case by case basis for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tara.
Thank you.
Awesome.